Greetings. This is Paul the Poke from PaulthePoke.com. We got some breaking news today. Jared Kushner creates Abraham Accords Institute for Peace. How about that? Let's give it up for Jared. Here's a picture. Happy picture of Jared. May 5, 2021. Again, we got some breaking news. Former advisor to President Trump, Jared Kushner, has created the Abraham Accords Institute for Peace. The focus of the Institute is to improve and deepen relationships between Israel and the participants of the Circle of Peace. And as a reminder, those include the United Arab Emirates, Bahrain, Sudan, and Morocco. Now, that also goes along with, they're not listed, but Egypt has a peace accord with Israel, and so does Jordan. And we want to make those relationships better. Kushner has enlisted the talents of former U.S. envoy Avi Berkowitz. Now, he was involved in the Trump administration as well, Mr. Berkowitz, and ambassadors to the United States from Bahrain, the UAE, and Israel. Also joining Kushner will be Israeli-American businessman Haim Saban. Mr. Saban is a supporter of the Democratic Party. The Abraham Accords Institute for Peace is, of course, nonpartisan. Okay, so we don't have any agenda here. We're here just for the greater good. So let's just get that up front and center. The Institute's stated goal is to, quote, intend to add additional Democrats to the group, as well as international advisors from the region. So, kumbaya, everybody be happy. This is not a Trump thing. This is a bipartisan thing. We're all going to get along. We're going to get some more Democrats, and it's going to be great. Now, a couple of things about this. I want to be very clear here. I am not saying Jared Kushner is the Antichrist. I'm not even saying, this thing's about to happen and it's imminent. It could be. I don't know. But I will say this. We need to keep our eye on other than Jared Kushner. And I'm not saying either one of these guys is the Antichrist. But, Mr. Avi Berkowitz is a Jewish guy. I don't know what tribe he's from. We do know that most likely the Antichrist is going to be Jewish or have Jewish links. He's going to have his chops and show that he is from the tribe of Judah, because they're looking for that. I don't know what his lineage is. And I don't know what the lineage of Mr. Haim Saban is. And, say it is the time, just for the sake of the discussion. Say this is the time and we are on the verge of watching all of this come together and the Antichrist is lurking in the shadows. It may be one of these three guys and it may not be him at all. So I want to be very clear. I'm not saying that Jared Kushner is the Antichrist, let alone either of these other couple of guys are the Antichrist. I happen to think he's going to have some Jewish lineage. He's going to have to be able to show he's from the tribe of Judah or convince somebody he's from the tribe of Judah. I mean, now, his father, Satan, is the father of lies, so that won't be any problem. He could forge some documents and convince people. He may have no Jewish lineage at all. I don't know. But it's going to look good, and he's going to be able to sell. I do know that, and it's going to be believable. And in my mind, we need more peace deals. I mean, what we did see under President Trump during the last part of the administration with the peace deals with the four countries, that's a big deal. I do think at some point we need to see a peace deal between the Israelis and the Saudis for a variety of reasons. That would be a big deal prophetically, would make Ezekiel 38:39 come into focus real fast. Sheba Dedan standing by, pretty much asking Russia, are you really going to do this? Are you going to take the spoil and plunder? So I think we need to see something with it between Israel and the Saudis. Prior to Trump leaving office, They said they had many deals on the verge of happening. I wouldn't be surprised to see Netanyahu try to forge a peace deal. He's in trouble politically. Who knows? I'm frankly a little surprised we haven't seen something faster than this. But it's only about 100 days into the Biden administration. Hard to say what's getting ready to happen. I think they want to go back to business as usual as it was pre-Trump and just be an agitator in the Middle East. And I know that doesn't sound good coming from an American, but that was my impression of it. But in going back to this, am I saying the rapture and the tribulation are getting ready to occur? No, I'm not. I don't know. They could be. But I am saying we should pay attention and we should be ready for the return of our Lord Jesus Christ. He is coming. It is promised. And any time we start talking about peace and security, I will quote 1 Thessalonians 5:3. While people are saying there is peace and security, then sudden destruction will come upon them as labor pains come upon a pregnant woman, and they will not escape. So, again, we got some peace back in the news. It's been a while. Jared is forming, again, the Abraham Accords Institute for Peace. This is something that just happened today. A couple of news agencies are reporting it, mostly out of Israel. And I think I saw one thing out of the Middle East. But other than that, it's not getting a lot of play. I will say this, just watching my little globe spinning, the people in Saudi Arabia are darn sure interested in what's going on with this. Watching traffic happen has been kind of interesting since I put this post up about 25 minutes ago. So who knows? We'll watch. If you are interested in this, please feel free to share with others at PaulthePoke.com. Also, scrolling down the far right-hand column, you can type in your email address here in the gray box, hit subscribe, and we'll notify you every time we put out something. And this will be categorized under Peace Plan. Click on Peace Plan. You'll be able to see all kinds of articles that have been put up in the past. We've been doing this for going on 11 years this August. This also is going to be categorized under Prophecy. And I think we've got a trend update, of course, Paul the Poke, but under Abraham Accords, Institute for Peace, Avi Berkowitz, Circle of Peace, Haim Saban, Israel, and Jared Kushner are your main players and content SEO words. So appreciate you guys following along. And stay tuned. We'll see if this has any legs and if anybody's paying attention. I guess if Jared starts brokering peace deals between Israel and its Arab neighbors, apart from the United States government, oh my Lord, can you imagine the fit the press is going to throw? Oh, that'll be entertaining. But appreciate you guys following along. Take care. Have a great evening. Bye.